Hey everybody, how are you? This is Jim Prusak from the Pain PT. Hope you guys are doing well today. And today I'm going to talk about a topic. Ask yourself some questions. Topic today is ask yourself some questions. And what I'm talking about here today is getting that prefrontal cortex working and asking ourselves some questions that we can break out of the unconscious patterns we're in. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a few questions today that you can ask yourself consciously to kind of get your brain out of its old subconscious track, whether it be going into some type of anxiety or freak out or frustration or worry or concern. You can ask yourself some of these questions. So the first one I like to tell people is if you're not sure if your pain's flared up or your symptom is flaring up, ask yourself this question. Did I do anything right now out of the ordinary or out of the normal to cause this physically? Did I have an injury? Did I eat a food that no one else can eat? Did I do something that was completely abnormal? If the answer is no, then I want you to use that information for your brain to help yourself, okay? Because your mind can go off consciously in a direction that, yes, I did something, I hurt myself, I did too much, I ate the wrong food, blah, 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 on and on and on. So on a physical level, you want to ask yourself, did I do anything right now to warrant this symptom? Okay. And so a lot of times people have very strong symptoms. They get very strong reactions to very normal things. Again, that's called central sensitization. It's a very real thing. It's something we see in pretty much most people with chronic pain, chronic symptoms have a version of central sensitization, the overreaction, you could say. So that's one question you can ask yourself. Did I do anything to hurt myself? Did I do anything out of the ordinary, out of the normal here to cause this reaction? You got to be very logical about this. That's prefrontal cortex. Answer is no. Okay, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole in my mind. It's the first question you can ask yourself. What else can you ask yourself? Well, you can ask yourself something, what am I feeling right now? What emotion am I feeling right now? How am I feeling emotionally right now? Emotionally, how do I feel right now? How does this symptom make me feel emotionally? Okay, so you can get in touch with your emotions by simply asking yourself that question. Now, that is very helpful because it gets you, again, when you ask the question, guys, what happens? Your prefrontal cortex lights up, you become conscious, you're asking yourself the question, gets you out of your head, gets you out of your spinning mind. How do I feel right now emotionally? What am I feeling right now emotionally? How does this symptom make me feel emotionally? Okay, so you can tune into the emotional layer of yourself and make that recognition through affect labeling. It's called just simply labeling the word to the feeling in your body. Again, that's helpful to start to break down the emotion. Okay, so that's an emotional question. You can ask yourself, if you have a lot of anxiety and worry, you can take the worst case situation where your mind is going, what if this, what if that? And you can ask yourself, okay, what if this happens? What's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? What's the worst thing that will happen to me? Okay, I guess the worst thing is I'll die. I mean, that's like the ultimate thing. Okay, can you accept that? Now remember, you're accepting it in your head. You're not accepting it in reality, because something like anxiety is going to spin you way off into many what if thoughts. Okay. So you can counter that with a question to say, what's the worst thing that could happen? And okay, can I handle that? Can I handle that? Can I accept that? Okay. And the answer should be yes. If the answer is no, then there's a problem here. Now remember, you're just doing this in your mind to break down, let's say, anxiety. Okay, so you can find that worst case situation and ask a question about that. So, guys, you can ask questions to yourself to get a logical answer, to get an answer that gets you out of this unconscious mind. Okay, you can remind yourself of questions, what is it I'm dealing with right now? What's happening here? Is there any danger? That's a nice question. Is there any real danger right now? The answer is no. Is there any real threat to me right now? Okay, what is this? What is this? Ask yourself that. What is this right now? Oh, it's TMS. Oh, it's a memory coming up. Oh, it's sensitization reaction. Oh, it's some conditioning. Oh, it's an emotion. What is this? Okay. So you can ask questions is a nice way to get you out of the unconscious into the conscious, shake things up a little bit, get you back on track so you're not go down the rabbit hole here. Okay. So you need to ask yourself questions. What's the evidence for this? Is there any evidence for what's happening right now? Is there any bad evidence? Is there any real evidence? How many times have I been down this road before? Well, many. Okay. How many times has it lasted forever? Never. How many times has this happened to me, even though I worried about it? Okay. Probably not many. And if it happened before, did I get through it? Yes. So you can ask questions to reassure yourself, okay, as well. Did I get through this before? Yes, I did. Okay. So I can probably get through it again if it happens again. Okay. So you can ask yourself questions, guys. It's a nice way to prod your subconscious, again, to change direction, to look at evidence, to look at facts. Okay, to get you out of the limbic brain, which again is going to be going into its patterns. Many times fear is very strong patterns, flight, freeze, fawn. Okay, what's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? Okay. This feeling, what's the worst thing will happen if I have to sit here with this feeling? I won't feel good. Okay, that's fine. What's the best thing that will happen? It'll go away. Great. So guys, use questions. There's more questions you can ask. You can come up with your own questions for your subconscious mind. Sometimes people go right to, hey, what is this about? Subconscious. Why am I feeling this? What is this about? Now, sometimes that question is more open-ended. You might not get the answer right now. You can sit on it. You can meditate on that. Sometimes something pops in your mind. You get a strong answer. But that's more of a deeper question. But in terms of day-to-day, start interrupting the unconscious. Okay, start asking yourself questions so you can get back on track here with your recovery, not getting too derailed, thinking something's wrong with you, thinking for the worst, using false evidence. Okay, so I like that one. What's the evidence for this? And you guys can make an evidence sheet. I do this with people I work with sometimes. I say, let's look at all the evidence you have for this being your brain and nervous system, and let's look at the evidence you have for this being something structural. Okay. And then the emotional category, also really, really important that you start looking for emotion. What am I feeling right now? Now, that's a very simple question, whether you have a symptom or not. What am I feeling right now? How do I feel right now emotionally? And very simply, you start using words to label that, and then you get better and better with your emotions, become more emotionally aware. Again, as you start to label your feelings, affect labeling, we know from brain studies that drops the emotional distress. It starts to drop your amygdala activity. And then you can let the energy move through it. All right. So guys, questions, ask yourself some questions. All right. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.